Hello Collective, thanks for joining me. I hope you're all doing well. So I thought let's use some of this energy and take a little look at what's coming ahead as we move forward into September. So as always, thank you to those who have been supporting my channel, and welcome to those who are new. So let's take a look at wisdom. So I got the feeling of mic drop. So something has landed. It feels like a win, like an energetic slap for someone. So wisdom, things are becoming apparent. So wisdom is on the back of knowledge and experience. So you're putting something that you know really, like the Eight of Pentacles feeling. Let's see what's going on. So we've got light. So mic drop, shining a light on something that you know or have known. So something that you've been working on, you've been able to finally bring it to light. We've got temptation, so something to do with a shadow side of some kind. You could have been exposing some kind of devil energy that's been surrounding. So you've alchemized some energy and you've turned it into wisdom. So you could be speaking on something that you know and bringing it to light for others so that they're not tempted to do the same. That's for some. Throat chakra is obviously mic drop again. So whatever you've done is going to have a ripple effect as it starts pushing through, really feeling momentum building. So it'll be exciting for to see the energy change, getting a real flip the script. So something that you're speaking about, you've brought a light to some kind of devil action, whether it's a person or something that's been done, and you've alchemized that energy. We've got here the sacral chakra, so something that's really emotion provoking. Could be for something that has really harnessed your creativity and you've been able to use the power of speech to blast through any confusion. So something may have been an illusion or confusion. And then we've got harmony. So it's restoring balance with your wisdom and knowledge. And also it could be also representing a devil type couple that have tried to disturb the peace, or it's representing a union between yourself and another, or yourself and your higher power. Amazing energy. So let's see what we've got. Choose these. So whatever you've done, collective, it's definitely going to make a massive impact. I just keep seeing with these ripples, something's going to really spread through a community, whether it's spread through shock waves or whether it's a ripple effect. I'm also hearing they took the bait. So this could be where we've got temptation. It could be a couple that have been doing some kind of devilish work, maybe projecting something to you. That reminds me of a funny story. Projecting something to you. And you could have walked them into a trap using your knowledge. Yeah, look, we've got Page of Swords. So someone's been watching you, trying to preempt your moves. But again, it feels like that you have walked the devil into a trap using your voice vibration. They've come forward on like either a sexual connection or a greed for something that you've got, something that you've had. People watching, so not just one person. I know that we've got a lot of planted tarot readers that are within the community, and I've already spoken about how the romance scam that they get with people, and they bring absolute chaos to their life. They make money off of the back of it by feeding that information to readers who then read on it, or they open you up so that you're receptive for somebody to come back, and then you're thrown back into the loop again. So there'll be more to help you spot what they're up to and how to recognize them, but we'll come to that. So we've got Four of Pentacles. So something about shining a light on either something that was held back. So obviously with our wisdom here, information that was held back, or a belief that you were being held back from particular information, where, as we know, you may have quite powerful spirit guides, or you're very in tune with the divine. So nothing's actually held back. It's, if anything, the flipping of the script, it's held back from those who are watching, those who are feeding off of your energy, those who are manipulating words that you're saying, and those that are trying to anchor their futures on the back of your sacral energy. So to rebalance is what I'm being shown there. The divine, or whatever you work with to get your higher guidance, has held information back from those that are spying and watching on you, so that you can get stabilized in the background, or in peace, restoring peace. That's why the readings have always stipulated how important it is to protect your mental health and your inner peace, so that you can hear the guidance that you're receiving properly. So clearly there's the rug been pulled from underneath the devil energies there, whatever they may represent for you. And yeah, we've got here the Five of Swords. So some kind of competition, light, dark. So this could be referencing people that are dabbling in the dark arts, where we always know that light always wins. The funny story I was reminded of was, so for me, there was someone that they've fabricated a narrative that they've sent the guides that I work with. They were sent to do harm, and now they work with me, whereas that could never be a thing, because when you're tapped into the light, you're connecting on a higher frequency that this type of energy wouldn't be able to do. Spirit guides, demons, they're not tools. They're not like, oh, open my magician's bag, pop out a mini demon and go and send it, and I'm so great and powerful, they work for me. That's not how it goes. They've got their own conscious, so you would have had to have bargained something if you think that you're manipulating demons. But as we know, which is why we've got the light is holding the force in the first section of our cards, as we know, that will always outrank the dark. So anything that would have been sent, so for using my example, someone sent what they believe to be a demon, but actually what they're connecting to are trickster spirits, because when they sent them to cause harm on me or whatever they were looking to do, the plasma light beings Yay, plasma light beings, hello. Literally laughed. It's like, how can you send something that is of us to fight us? And basically, they just shared the plan of the people that had been sent. So maybe that's something significant for you. If you know that you've got someone competing with you, especially those that are finding that their readers and other readers are siphoning off of their work, what's going on in the background is you've got a High Priestess in reverse. You would have seen her coming around in the readings. She is trying to conjure up demons to send and cause chaos and disruption into other tarot readers' lives. But just so that you know, what they are tapped into is a pure trickster spirit. I was only laughing about it with the light beings the other day, because they are saying these people that are tapping into the occult and the dark arts, that they are literally the intentions to send beings in to cause disruption, that those times are gone now. If for those of you that watched the video I posted yesterday explaining about how the light beings are working with us to move forward, to create more harmony, more peace on earth, or as close as we can get to within our lifetime. But so those that are tapping into this are clueless, because they are definitely tapped into the trickster spirits. This is why you'll see in a lot of this backfire that the bargainings they've made, like destiny swapping, that's where you're going to start seeing loads of stories flooding through, another mic drop and wisdom coming into play, that these destiny swaps are absolutely going wrong. It's like if somebody's wanted to have you contained and imprisoned within your own home, what you're going to see, and those around them, is that they become contained. So that could be something also. Someone wanting to win at all costs. The devil and trickster spirits wanting to win at all costs. But again, we've got the light here holding you firm, holding you grounded, and making sure that whatever's been taken or siphoned from you, it's not able to touch your intuition. They believe that they can send things in to block your intuition. They can't do that. Your intuition is a muscle, and the more that you're using it, the stronger it gets, and the more precise the frequency that it emits. So know that they can't attack your crown chakra or intuition. They have to manipulate your environment around you so that it reflects, or to cause doubt. That's why you're seeing this Empress in High Priestess in reverse. That could be something. Empress in reverse is the High Priestess in reverse. That's interesting. So we've got here the throat chakra. So whoever you are, male or female, you are presenting as the Empress in the upright. So you are the true source signal, and this is something that you're speaking on that has got wisdom encoded from the divine. The Empress in the upright is a embodiment of pure divine creation. We've got the sacral chakra right there, and then we've got the harmony. It's about being able to alchemize with words and to create. But some people misperceive a situation on the outside to look like one way. This is why when we see loads and loads of towers hitting, but it doesn't look or appear that it's falling in any way, that's because it's in they're trying to hold it in the reverse. Whereas this version for whoever you are, it's something the same. So we've got the Page of Swords there. The Watchers have been looking to see if you're still trapped, or how did you get out of that trap, or what's going on, and who now replaces the energy of where they tried to contain you. So it's like trying to flip the Empress upside down onto their head. It's not going to happen. So an image or a overlay, a false construct would have been built around you, male or female, to protect you so that you can stabilize in the background. So whatever they've been looking at, they've not been picking up the correct signal. This is why you'll see a lot of readers that are pretending to be clairvoyant and see things are being fed by these romance scammers and these dark practitioners, because they know who they're working on. And so you get this false readers. They manipulate their channels so that they can appear in front of you. And also don't forget that you've got people in your environment that will direct you to particular channels. And so if you've got dark practitioners focused on you, that they're trying to work in sync with, like, the High Priestess in reverse energy, let's just call her, sticky fingers. Thus, when I'm seeing the High Priestess in reverse, straight away I feel sticky fingers. So I don't know what that may mean for someone, but it will do. Sticky, oh, see, throat chakra going just as I was absolutely calling out her nickname. So sticky fingers, for me, the reason I get sticky fingers is because they're always watching what readers that they can stick their fingers and pull that. But obviously as well, we know sticky fingers will be linking to their sex magic that they use, and so on. You can fill in the blanks. So we've got sacral chakra and the star. So no wonder that the star's coming out next to the Empress, and then we've got the light there. So the Empress in the upright is the High Priestess in the upright. This is where we're seeing the power of the voice, the power of creation, the power of the divine light, and it's translated through the cosmos, through the stars. This Empress in reverse is a pure manifester and literally able to make dreams become a reality. But she's not going to be doing it on anyone else's time, because creating takes time to incubate, to be birthed, and the conditions need to be right. That's why we're seeing that mic drop at the beginning, because whatever this energy turns to out to build into will magnify. This is something being birthed and coming into physical manifestation. And there we go. The Ten of Pentacles with harmony. Balance is being restored. So whatever it is that you're using your wisdom for, you've been able to push that energy out and really enforce the divine light to create harmony amongst a sea of chaos where dark practitioners have been trying to win at all costs, trying to direct the energy and narrative to mask over this Empress in reverse, who in the upright, whoever you are, and replace it with an overlay of the Empress in reverse. So this Empress in reverse has probably got some kind of partner, or we could call it a spirit attachment, whatever. They're both one of the same, but this will be like a violent, volatile relationship. yeah, I was going to say a different word there. I'll leave it. Yeah, so if they don't have sex magic to use, then they need to use the force of arguing. So it's like the throat chakra brings the power of speech and hatred and like calling all the names under the sun to each other. And then we've got the sacral chakra, which is desperate for that sexual chemistry, but it can't quite get a spark. So something is missing. They need to refire that refire the cauldron. I'm hearing that's for some, but they need to do it through arguing. So what you would be seeing is out of balance, very volatile, shouty, arguing, screaming, shouting in the street, everyone looking at them, and screaming on the phone. So if you're seeing someone in your environment and they're screaming on the phone every time you see them, yes, for some it could well be street theatre, because people are becoming more aware of that now, or they could be trying to replace that devil energy, trying to alchemize it, but it's got to come from an argument. So that's just something for your little wisdom book. So we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Absolutely. Look, it's already winning. Oh, yeah. You've got the Four of Pentacles, which is harmonizing the energy of the divine. You've got the Four of Pentacles is jumping straight to the Ten of Pentacles. The only way that you can jump from that stabilized 4 to that 10 is by holding back the wisdom of the light and doing this creation in the background to then appear as stabilized. You've had to manage the light and the dark. Remember, these demons come under the order, the high order of the highest light beings. They may be one of the same because they're able to do the same, but they will always fall in line there. So anybody that's I was going to say bumming and blowing or boasting about they are some kind of dark arts practitioner, you're going to start seeing that people are going to be laughing at them, because you just know if they're proclaiming to be of the dark arts, then they are absolutely working with trickster spirits that come back and report back. Because we are going through an ascension process, we are going through a clear up period, we're going through a people putting into action the knowledge and wisdom that they know, or the knowledge they know, and the actions bring it to wisdom. So winning at all costs. Failure was never an option when you're this tapped into the divine. And so with this combination of energy, this is what is being incubated or protected, heavily protected. There's no way of distorting this energy unless you're trying to project yourself to people that are of low vibration, that they've never seen or been in the company of like real emperor, real empress energy. So there'll be that distortion. So this is the bits that when people start getting used to being able to see real and authentic, which is why it's imperative that you learn to be aligned with your true core self, regardless of what it looks like. I can't stipulate it any stronger that at the moment, everyone feels vulnerable about tearing off their mask because it doesn't look too pretty underneath, no matter who you are. But when that comes off, once the exposure happens, you're there, you're seen, but it doesn't last long. You're going to get more respect for being yourself, no matter how crazy, ugly, kooky or top scientist, maybe a thing. Whatever you are, run all of the scales, intelligent, of whatever. We need all versatile energies coming forward at this time, because that is the creation. That's the energy that could have given me something better than that. That is the energy that we're needing to alchemize to make this solidify, strengthen. I'm picking up a lot of that side, so I'm trying to keep it out for the minute. It's because I'm excited for something I've got to do, but I can't have that filtering in just yet. So we've got here the star, hopes and wishes coming true. What your desires are, if they are in alignment with the highest truth, with understanding that this is how we learn our wisdom, or we're able to enact that we know. How do you know that you can't pull the rug from under the devil if you don't face your own demons? And that's what you're being told. Many of you are very protected at this time. When you remove your mask and your hands are up, that you're ready to jump on board with this new ripple effect that's pushing through, and it's real high energy, it's high vibrational, it's exciting, it's positive, it's exactly what we've been calling in, and it's here, it's now. People can feel it and they're getting excited. So sit with the energy, because it will take a minute of like, right, I'm ready to go, I don't know what to do. What you're doing is just getting comfortable moving around without a false mask. We're not into false personas anymore. It's about being real. Everyone's wanting to connect with ETs and different things. Well, you need to be able to show your true self, because they are going to be reading everything. They're not going to be waiting to get to know you, or you to explain yourself, or none of that. They meet you on frequency, and it doesn't matter what you believe, taking your mask off, what frequency you're emitting. It doesn't matter for what you feel it is. It's your authenticity that gives that off. So you're going to be different from this person to this person. It's the whole point of being individual. But to know that you're standing and walking in your truth is everything. This is what's going to start setting people apart from the rest. So that star energy is get creating, get dreaming. Don't worry about people siphoning off your creative content. Don't worry about it. That time is done, and we've got the light is pushing through and shining a light on all of that sticky fingers. Yeah. So when you see the High Priestess in reverse, sticky fingers, know that they've got like gungy pads that are leaving their imprint everywhere. It's giving off a toxicity that you're not going to be able to overlook. So when you harness that energy of the High Priestess in reverse, then when you start seeing the Empress in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse, you're going to pick up that sticky fingers element, and you'll be like, right, here we are. Someone's trying to embed within. Yeah, so that's what you're keeping your eyes out for. Know that these light beings, as they're coming through, they absolutely are hands on. They are looking for anything of this frequency of any kind that is trying to cause disharmony. There's a rebalancing going on, and things are being leveled out. There's been too much of this energy pushing through, which is why now there's enough of us that are standing up, speaking our truth, and true creators, true protectors of our peers. motherly, fatherly. You don't even need to have kids. You can still be nurturing. You've got that. So we've got the assistance is absolutely here, making its presence known in the physical. I'm not on about a brush of air went past you and you thought somebody was stood behind you. I'm on about you will see them, regardless of being clairvoyant. If they want you to see them, that's what we're moving through now. They're not going to be scaring you and jumping out looking like this. You will get clear confirmation that they are circling around your environment, because they're just doing this, like judgment's been called. They're doing the calculations of how much has actually been stolen and taken from you. You may not see it come back in the way that you're expecting, like take from them straight into your pocket. But what you will be able to see, and I can guarantee you now that you are already seeing it, those that have been siphoning creators on whatever platform, whatever content you make, those that have been siphoning are in a rapid financial decline. That is a creation that has been spoken into existence. Those that have been siphoning the energy off of others are in a rapid financial decline. So we've got harmony. Your finances, whoever you are being restored. This, for many, could still be in the ethers, but just know the reading has come forward. If you're resonating with it, it's a little heads up to show you this is how it works behind the scenes. And when you keep being told you've got money coming forward but you don't know where it's coming from, I can let you know it's coming from a rebalancing, because with or without your knowledge, people have been stealing off of the back of your creative energy. You are a powerhouse. You are an infinite source of creative energy. This is why the star is under the sacral chakra, because it's constant. You're tapped into something that is the essence of creation. There is no stopping you, because you are just a fountain pouring everything out. You are a manifester that is going to make your dreams come into reality, and it's by you living in harmony and in abundance, whatever that may start to look like. It's going to be in financial wealth. That's what we're moving towards, because it's removing that stigma. So everything's changing, connecting to finances. So make sure you've got a healthy relationship with it. Know that it's okay to call back what you're owed. That will help you override any deep-rooted financial blocks or resistance to being okay with earning money to do with spiritual or religious or anything like that you may have had projected or conditioned into your thinking, or even seeing your parents struggling, working hard all of their life, and this feel that there's a need for you to follow in that footsteps. You've already got the work ethic ingrained into your DNA system, so you don't need to have to hammer it hard. What's going to happen is these light beings are going to clear those distortions. The more that you can recognize the false light and against the true divine source, then you are, it's like the sun burning the haze of the morning type thing, like the foggy morning, the sun comes and burns through that. That's what's happening now. That's why it's exposure. That's why speaking your truth is the anchoring point, but it leads back to finances. So know if your family members have worked hard and that's what you're now moving into, understand that bridge, you don't need it to be as hard as they did because you're building on top. So it's getting easier and easier. Yes, society is the contradiction of that, but we're talking here about mindset. Yeah? You're going to start seeing a significant shift. Now the pennies finally dropping. What we're dealing with here, it trumps this card all day long. Mic drop is why the reading started with that. Somebody's really, really angry today. I'm feeling it. So whenever you're seeing this, know that you're going to be feeling a shift of some kind. But yeah, expect a pushback. But remember, if you're getting some kind of pushback this week for whatever reason, know that it's because the devil's being dissipated, dissolving. It's like the glamour magic is peeling away because a truth has been spoken. So I keep seeing that discontent and boredom. That must mean something. It's like somebody that was bouncing around all bravado has now shrunk and they're shrinking away. So yeah, okay, so yeah, I'm definitely picking up on a feminine and a masculine. Maybe they're in a separation at the moment. They'll come back together, I can let them know that. All right, so we've got 5 of Swords. So the divine has come in and stabilized you because ultimately there is no competition when you're pitted against the truth. So yeah, there's something as well about leaving out the divine timing, because that's another trap to hold you in a waiting state. It's all about creating and moving forward. Just know that once you're in an alignment, it hits those fairground things. You hit it and then it's like bing, 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 the light lights up. It's something like that when you get the right combination, and you're only going to be able to get it by being yourself. This is the mistake that's being misinterpreted. People are believing now you can read this stuff in the book. We're past that point. You know what you know. You're needing to put what you know into practice. So its actions are speaking louder than words, because you are creating that physical motion. So as soon as you hit a frequency alignment, understand it's already logged. These plasma light beings are looking from above. They see when authentic people stand up, light up, and stand out from the crowd. That's what they're watching for, so they can see it happening. We've got temptation to derail. It's not going to happen. It's too strong a force. We've got the King of Swords. The King of Swords, I know the King of Swords is how this light being shows up when it's doing the rounds, so bear that in mind. But this will be the King of Swords in reverse. So some of you could have this person that acts intellectual and so, but really they're not. They're being swamped by entities all around them, because so many return to senders has bounced it back. But the beauty of it is, this is the direct order. This demons that are being conjured and sent to creators of whatever kind to siphon are coming direct to the plasma light beings and checking in. Yeah, we're being told now that they're... So here, let me tell you something that has been shared. They've said it's okay. King of Swords in reverse is a very volatile person. You've got here winning at all costs, going to the extreme and creating this energy, shouty and argumentative. And the Queen of Swords in reverse. So what these demons have done, they've been conjured up, or so they believe. These are trickster spirits, and they've come back and reported in. This is why these plasma beings, that it's neither here nor there whether you think they're angels, demons, whatever. They all work together. So you're seeing a King of Wands in reverse. He will flip upright, but for some of you, this is what the story is linking with them. So whatever's been going on, if you've had your content siphoned, they're going to send this King of Wands, who is someone you know. They're coming back. You may feel there's no chance, but they're here to create harmony. They're going to lead you to believe that they're going to be... they're not able to give you what they owe you, but they're going to show you how a siphoning trick was done. They're going to let you in on what was happening. And then from that, you're going to see the amount of money that was made off of your back. This is why these are working together for many content creators. And then they want you to either go against your principles and start working with them, but really they still want you attached. So they're going to come forward like they're solo, but they've still got about 10 people hanging off of their blooming belt buckle or bra straps, depending on what angle you're coming from. So this is the purpose of them. So yeah, you're going to start seeing them that, because they are under instructions. They're not here to be able to cause destruction. These are trickster spirits that are being called, oh, demons being conjured up. It's not. They're agents of. We've got here the Emperor in reverse. So that's in reverse, and it's also with the Empress. The Emperor is coming as a King of Swords in the upright to try and mask that they are actually an Emperor in reverse, because what they need is to blend and harmonize with this creative energy so that they can study up close for the High Priestess in reverse, that they can get the coding, that how it's spoken into existence. There's an essence of manifesting that's missing because their intentions are coming from sticky fingers. So it could have a beard, doesn't have to. I'm seeing somebody's car being taken back, a female. I'm also seeing as well that this Emperor in reverse, these intentional plans to come forward and carry this out. So when you see that storyline pushing through, they don't even realize the danger that they are in right now, because they've been warned time and time again, and they still believe that they're hidden and they're able to be all sneaky in Seven of Swords energy, but it's not. They are standing out like this to these light beings. It's like, what are you actually doing? Let's send probably got more sci-tech around them than they could believe. But this person will be monitored heavily everywhere they go. They may have been told that they are heavily protected, but I can assure you now, anyone that is showing in the reverse, they have no protection at this time, and you're going to see it demonstrated. If they were so protected, why would their lives be in such disarray as what you're going to see now? We've got here the King of Cups. This King of Swords, the Emperor in reverse, is the King of Cups. You have got those that are in the upright position, but they wouldn't be so heavily linked to this type of energy. This is what you're needing to train your eyes or learn the energy to read properly, because it's important that you can tell the difference of an upstanding character, someone that's in the reverse because they're in their emotions for, say, bereavement or loss of job or something like that. They wouldn't be attached to this type energy. So yeah, so we've got here the King of Cups. If you're looking for a relationship, that will also come forward for you. Genuine. I'm saying you're not going to have to think. Like this trick, what they're trying, this type of energy can't be nice for long. So they have to come forward broken, crying, or I'm sorry, remorseful, something like that. You're dealing with actors, so there's going to be ways. If this person was to approach you, you can know that you've got a light being that is on their ass following with them. This is where the misperception of them being protected may well come from. It's because they are watching and monitoring everything that's being said and done. If they are wearing a false mask to pretend to be happy and nice and they want to work things out and they've got a way that you can work together to make money, know that there's going to be things for you to bring into your experiences and put actions and wisdom. So a situation will be created where they have to show them true selves. It's like speaking to a demon and them having to tell the truth. That's a myth. These don't. They don't lie. They don't need to lie, but a trickster spirit will, as we all know. They will just tell you the truth because they're trying to push through. You might as well tell the truth. The initial consequence may feel the same or worse, but it lasts. It's shorter. Tell the truth. The pain is worked through quickly, rather than tell a lie and having to maintain that forever and a day. That's what we're getting rid of. People are sick of people that can't be trusted. And there we go. The Empress in reverse. So the Empress in reverse and the Emperor. So this is where the Empress in reverse will still be attached to them and whatever money making that they're pretending to come forward with. She'll be hidden because she's trying to replace here. This Emperor in reverse needs to study this Empress and find out what that power of creation actually is. People being round up. So they need that missing element because she's a fake, so she doesn't know. She's pretending or thinking, believing that she's tapped in, whereas what you're not seeing is the manipulation in the background, physical manipulation. So these two will be exposed even more. This is just, I suppose, a way for you to identify their energy more and know that we're going to do another one so that you can absolutely pinpoint the readers that are working with these, that are being fed information to look like they're prophesizing. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Cups. Yeah, these people are hemorrhaging finances. Something to do with a house. Where's those gone? All right, I can't see those cards. Yeah, I was going to pull my other ones quick just to see whether that come up, because I keep picking up something about rats running around a house. It's like scurrying, like a haunted house that's been built on demon time, demon money. Yeah. Okay, so let's just see what the angels want to say. So I hope that gave you some insight and encouragement to keep moving forward in being the best person that you can be. We've got number 1, all is in perfect timing. This is it. It's time to take action now. I will be here to help you every step of the way. And I'm just going to leave that one as our only one because it is our mic drop for the whole reading coming together. Amazing. Yay. There you go, collective. Mwah. Have a lovely day. Bye.